Okay, guys, we need to start talking about PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, because if you go over to the Steam store page for PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, I seem to have noticed this. If you've seen my Twitter video, then you could tell this used to be a game that has its very positive status in terms of Steam reviews. However, fast forward to now, I just recently looked through the store page for PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. Next thing you know, it just lost its very positive status. It's now sitting on mixed in terms of overall ratings. I figured we need to start addressing the situation with PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, because when PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds came out, everybody was liking it left and right. Everybody was loving it. Fast forward to now, but no, seriously, everybody's been pissed the fuck off at PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. The question here is, what went wrong? Alright, so when I was reading the Steam reviews for PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, I was noticing how people were stating that they have paid like a full $30 only to end up getting banned after an accusation of stream sniping. And pretty much when you're accused of getting stream sniping, you end up getting banned. If you end up killing a streamer, even on accident, even without your knowledge, you're going to end up getting banned for stream sniping. In that quick Twitter video, I did incorporate the reviews stating about the stream sniping ban incident going down, with that Twitter video being a meme. However, in the end, all that we're seeing right now and what's going on with PUBG is that we're being subject to this irony that's befalling upon us. We're like sitting around here and being like, oh, this is a fun game to check out. Oh, this looks interesting. This looks like a fun, challenging multiplayer game. I gotta touch on that. And then the next thing you know, something's going down and things are getting really, really sour. The question here is PUBG going to last long, or is this gonna fall out short and it's gonna end up being a dead game even before this game drops its early access status? However, in the end, okay, yes, PUBG may be dying, a lot of you may say, but even though PUBG ends up being dead before leaving early access, on the bright side, we did got some moments out of it. We did got some memes out of it. We did got some humor out of it. We did got some moments out of it. We did get some fun out of watching PUBG. We did get some fun out of playing PUBG. It was all good fun while it lasted. However, if the state of PUBG is so bad, what about the alternatives? Do we have alternatives to PUBG? I have been looking into alternatives to PUBG, and I'm not coming out with any luck whatsoever. I know there's the Fortnite Battle Royale. I haven't checked that out yet. All I could say that my best known alternative so far could be Counter-Strike Global Offensive, and it's not like PUBG, but the way you die plays familiar with PUBG. Well, not really. When you're dead for the entire round until a new round starts, and that's when you respawn. But that's the best kind of alternative I could pretty much think of. Here's the thing with 2017. We've had our blast with Fate Extella. We've had our blast with Nier Automata. We've had our blast with Zelda Breath of the Wild. I mean, for people who own a Switch. People are going to have a blast with Super Mario Odyssey if people own a Nintendo Switch. Oh, my bad. People are going to have a blast. People had a blast with Tekken 7. I had a blast with Tekken 7. People had a blast with Cuphead. People had a blast with everybody. There was a lot of games that came out good we really enjoyed. But, however, it's not going to cover up the mess that 2017 is. However, I'll talk about 2017 so far in another video. But, however, when you have events like PUBG falling apart, because this game released in like 2017 and it's later falling apart in 2017, when you have something that's been hugely popular like PUBG falling down like the goddamn Hindenburg, we got a problem, because this ends up looking bad for the games industry. Now, on to the topic of the stream sniping bans. How do you know that person was stream sniping? You need the good enough evidence, and it's not easy to get a hold of that good enough evidence. And really, to be honest with you, the better solution would be to basically open up a streamer mode where certain parts of video game info in the game get censored out. So it's censored out so nobody wouldn't know anything. You do that, it's going to be off your chest, so you can go ahead and work on improving the game's performance and improving the game's design and trying to make sure there's no game-breaking glitches or there's no weird bugs in the game that kind of screw things up for people. Now, in terms for the other reasons to ban people, the team killing, the squad killing, and also another thing to know is the teaming. They're not actually that big of a deal, and they're not actually even ban-worthy in the first place, to be honest with you. Because really, you can team up with someone on a solo, but then the biggest advantage to that is that you could basically betray each other to the death, or you could or another player can go ahead and be like, okay, two people are fighting each other to the death, I guess I'll go ahead and finish off who wins. Now, that's for when you're kind of like doing solo. When you're kind of like doing team... Oh, you've played this before. No, I saw people play this. This game is a heavily streamed game. Now, if you're playing like a squad mode and you're like inviting friends over to the squad, the fact that Dr. Disrespect got banned for team killing, it was all in good fun. It was done for humoristic purposes, and really, to be honest with you, that ban was totally draconian as hell. We can all agree with that. Because here's the thing, it was all in good fun, it was just a little goofball thing to do, and also, if it was meant with malicious intent, then the players would basically be like, you know what, I'm not going to invite this guy back in. It's going to teach the team killer you can't do this anymore, or either that, or just go play solo instead. The developer's focus should be to get the game finished and have it be able to leave the Steam Early Access status instead of just going ban happy. You gotta focus on the community. You gotta make sure you gotta get a healthy community. Okay, I see where you're coming from, but don't do this too much when your game is not finished yet. If we're talking about the huge, full-on, top-dog, I grief for sport griefers, you got yourself a serious problem, yeah. Really, to be honest with you here, I think you kind of need to initiate like a first offense system, or a first offense, second offense, third offense. Yeah, that's actually kind of more better. A first offense system, you get a warning. A second offense, you're gonna get like a quick kick. And the third time you do it, you're banned. If they want to ignore the warnings, that's on them. Here is another thing I do want to say. Don't rely too much on bots, alright? Hire some investigators who will sift through reports after report. But if it becomes too much to hire humans to have them read through millions and millions of reports, then you gotta make sure you prove that bots are gonna be more effective. That means you have to make sure that the bots are very equipped with 100% critical thinking. However, the players gotta respect the rules, yes. However, at the same time, people need to understand the idea of an accident. Let's hope things get better in the end, and I'll be looking forward to you in the next video.